Swinburne University of Technology.
Hi everyone, in this video we are going to take a quick look at functions, packages and probability distributions. So firstly we're going to look at functions, and so anytime we see a term in R which has some brackets after it, then this is telling me that it's a function. So for instance ls with brackets after it is a function, and it tells me what is currently loaded up into R. Currently there's nothing, but if we make a vector called x and then we run our list function again, it tells me there is a vector called x. So if I typed in the name of a function and forgot to put the brackets in it, so for instance one from the previous notes was read.table, it shows me what's actually inside the function. So we can scroll up and we can see it's quite a long function. This is the coding for the function read.table. However, when we would use it, we would be putting some input into it. So remember, just before I made this vector x, if I wanted to find the length of the vector, so how many terms in it, I could use the length function, and the argument that goes into the length function is x, and it would tell me that it is length 10. If I'd forgotten how to use the length function, then I could type in a question mark and that will bring up the help for length. So it'll tell me what goes into it, what it does, and normally if I scroll down to the bottom it'll give me some examples as well, which is very helpful. Okay, so that's some functions. Sometimes the functions that are already built into R don't do everything we want, but someone might have written a package that will help to do our analysis. If we want to install a package, the easiest way is to come up to packages, choose install packages. We can choose our mirror, so wherever is close to you, hit OK. And then we're going to get a list of all of the available packages that we can download. And so you can see that it's a really long list. And unfortunately typing in the first letter doesn't jump us down the list, so you do need to scroll. So let's suppose that we like the sound of this package ABC, and so we can click on it and we can click OK, and we can see that it is installing all the components of ABC for us. And so once it's all installed, if I want to use this package, then I can type library ABC, and now all of the components of ABC are available to me. Okay, so the last thing we're looking at this week is probability distributions. And so for our probability distributions, R has all of the main probability distributions built in. We're just going to look at the normal distribution, and so the three key ones that we're looking at, the first one is QNorm. And so QNorm gives us our quantile or percentile. So if we wanted the 95th percentile from the normal distribution, we would find that it is approximately 1.645. If we wanted to find the cumulative distribution probability, then we can use P, so PNorm, and so 1.96. Remember that's our figure for our 95% confidence intervals and whatnot. And so we can see the probability there is 0.975. Remember, a cumulative distribution function is shading all the way up from the bottom, which is why it's 0.975, not 0.95. The other really handy one is putting an R on the front. So if I want to create 10 random numbers, then I can use rnorm, and there is 10 random numbers, but maybe I wanted a normal distribution with a mean of 5 instead of 1, so instead of 0, instead of using the standard normal, then I can go mean equals 5. And so if we go question mark, we go look at rnorm, it tells me about the D, P, Q and R, and so with R we can choose how many numbers we want, what mean we want, what standard deviation we want. So with all our other probability distributions, we will also have the D, P, Q, and R, so sometimes it might be uniform or some other distribution that we are using. Okay, so that's everything for this week. Make sure to work through the pages of the Visani textbook and the Introduction to R PDF.
This has been a Swinburne production.